Welcome back to more Final Fantasy VIII for the PS3, and we're going back to the garden. No delay this time, boys and girls. No delay this time, because I got stuff to get done before I can end this episode and actually get done with the crap I'm supposed to have gotten done with before this episode. Procrastination, my friends, is a terrible thing. Alright, so one thing I do want to do, okay, I'm going to talk about this now, because I think this is sort of an important fact. So every character can hold their own magic, which is kind of nice. They all have their own, as you can see, everyone has their own stash of magic. I am actually kind of against this. Because that basically means you're gathering up magic for every character you get. And that can be a lot of characters in a lot of time. Personally, I suggest that you have 3 stores of magic and you just move the stash to a different character whenever the game requires you to. Because sometimes the game will require you to have a certain team member. Sometimes the groups switch places. Sometimes you'll have 2 different groups that you're going to switch between. Have 3 stashes of magic and just move them in between characters as you need. I just don't think it's worth having to gather up a crap ton of magic every time the game tells you to switch characters. Yeah, so, I mean, you can if that's what you really want to do, but I wouldn't recommend it. I think it's just a lot of extra time spent. Fun story. If you talk to Sid before the exam when he came to give you that lecture, you lose points. No joke. Talking to the headmaster would have lost you points. So all they wanted was the tower the entire time? But why the hell were we sent there? If that's all they wanted, just give them the damn tower. We could have made more money if they stayed and caused more ruckus. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'm not really interested in talking to them. They don't really give me anything by talking to them as far as I know. You hear about the communication tower in Dolet? Dolet? I guess Dolet? Is it... Do I split it in half and say Dolet? Or is it Dolet? Dolet. I don't know. You were only looking for a fight. My dear instructor, I'm hurt. Those are rather cruel words for an aspiring student. Mediocre instructor like you will never understand. Ooh. Oh, called her mediocre. Yikes. Going for the low blow. From this point on, you have to clean the toilets until further notice. And this is the crux of the thing. Follow orders during combat. Except half the crap I mentioned doesn't even include that. For Christ's sake, you get score for how many dudes you kill. The more you kill, the better score you get. When is that ever mentioned? I'll see you around. Shit. He just got dogpiled on. But then again, if you weren't being a dick, this wouldn't have happened to you, now would it? Shoot. The main thing here is don't be a dick, and you usually tend to get what you want out of life. Be a dick, and people are going to treat you like a dick. So, said they were going to call out names, one at a time. Fujin was saying that it'd be all your fault if Cypher doesn't become a seed. She could be pretty scary, you know? My fault? Screw you, lady. Rage. Okay. Oh, there we go. Finally it triggered. Zeldinch? Squall. Squall from Squad B. Please step forward. That is all. Dismissed. That one girl back there looks like Selfie, but it's obviously not her because, spoiler alert, she also got promoted to Seed. In fact, our entire Squad B did. C. B. First of all, congratulations. However, from now on, you, as a member of Seed, you will be dispatched all over the world. We are proud to introduce Seed Baalam's Garden's mercenary soldiers. Seed are soldiers. Seed soldiers are combat specialists. Jesus Christ, I'm forever to get that sentence out. But that is only one aspect of Seed. When the time comes, Headmaster said, "It's almost time for the meeting. Please make this short." Seed is a valuable asset to the garden. Its reputation is solely dependent on each one of you. Handle your missions with care. Is that what you wanted to say, sir? Here's your Seed rank report. I don't think I did all. I think I did okay. I got most of everything. I didn't get the 75 kills though. I didn't talk to anybody though, so that's good. I followed that rule pretty well. I usually don't follow that rule. I usually still talk to my team because I figure that you're allowed to talk to them, but everything else I think I did okay. I know I didn't get the 75 kills. I know that much for sure. That's one thing I did not do. Because it's garbage, and I don't understand how that even makes any sense within the context of the mission. Oh, nice. You had to talk to Sid to get this. If you don't talk to him now, you only have one other opportunity to actually get the battle meter. Oh, ignore. Keep that in mind what this man just said, because that's gonna come up later, later in the game, about GFs. You're gonna learn a fact about them that is not very pleasant. Not talking at all because they have nothing important to say. I'm on a schedule right now, trying to get this done. The fact that Cypher is giving us, or the fact that Cypher was the first one to start giving us a round of applause, that's actually, I actually kind of, I feel bad for the dude. So I didn't score that bad at all. Spirit is where I scored the lowest. So overall, that's actually not that bad of a score. 80, 70, 80, 30. I gotta look up what Spirit is. I don't remember which one Spirit was. But the fact that I scored so well everywhere else is actually pretty nice. Seed rank 7 is not in the shade. It's not in the sneeze at, so I don't feel too bad about it. I think it's this room. Eventually we get our own rooms, like our own private rooms that don't have like a bunk next to them. Nice. The party. The best part about waiting about getting through a military exam. Let's get wasted. That. Wow. Yeah, spoiler alert, we don't. I mean, we do, but it's more of one giant concerted effort. So what do you do when a pretty girl approaches you while you're at a party, sitting in the corner? Ah, shit. Words. Use your words. Uh, um, hmm. Squall. Words. Okay, now, Squall. Words. I can't dance. Well, you at least you use your words. You really are an excellent student. Even that dance was perfect. Thank you. Okay, what Squall's gonna say next, I get. This is one of the few times where I'm like, yeah, Squall kind of has a point. Keep in mind, this chick is our teacher. So you'll dance with someone you don't even know, but you can't stand being around me? Whatever. You're an instructor, and I'm your student. It's kind of awkward when you don't say anything. See, like, he's right. It is awkward. It's weird. I completely forgot. I wonder what's to become of me. I've come to give you an order. You and I are to go to the secret area. It's where students secretly meet up and talk after curfew. It's inside the training center. What do you want to do there? We're going to tell everyone they're violating curfew? If that's the case, forget it. Leave that to the disciplinary committee. Go get changed and meet me in front of the training center. This will be my last order. Alright. Be wrapping up the episode in a little bit, and I got grinding to do. I was supposed to have gotten it done lab before this episode, but it just didn't happen. I got like 2 days once this gets posted to get it done, so I can probably get it done today. So you're probably gonna notice at the beginning of the next episode, I'm gonna have a lot more magic and a lot more of everything for all my characters. That's why. Since I'm doing these on a day-by-day basis instead of like multiple episodes all at once, it allows me to sort of give you those kind of updates, and it makes sense. Elsewise, it doesn't make sense, and then I'm just sort of telling you stuff that's already happened in the past. So I figured might be a bright idea just to tell you guys now, shit's gonna change. I still have blind, right? That was a thing I got from that last boss fight. Like, that's very important that I have blind. Blind is of the utmost importance for what happens later on. I need it. I only need like a couple of it. I have 10 though. So, well, I was just wondering, have you fought T-Rexer in the training center? I'm not sure. You can defeat it quite easily using status J. Let's go over status chain. Alright. So status junction and elemental weapon junction. We're going to skip this, and I'm going to explain it to you my way, because it's important. All status junction does allow you to junction a status attack, such as blind, silence, sleep, those kind of things, to your weapon's attack. Now, generally speaking, I tell people this isn't worth it because there's only one spell worth junctioning to it, and that is none other than Pain. Once you get the spell Pain, absolutely status junction that shit right away, because you will literally ruin everyone's life with that spell. But as far as like day-to-day junctioning, I don't think it's worth it, because there's not very many spells that are going to be useful to you as far as status junctions go, outside of maybe like silence. No, blind. Blind would be useful. I could see blind. Maybe silence, but you have to have pre-knowledge, and I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose. I'm trying to think of stuff that like a newbie would do. Blind would make the most sense. Anything else, you'd have to have like pre-knowledge before you even walked into the occasion that you were going to need it. And I just don't see that happening for most people. I think most people would probably settle for blind as like their key spell in that slot. Elemental junction. This is being able to junction an elemental spell to your attack or defense, allowing you to attack with that element with your weapon or to defend against it. I don't think this is useful at all. One, elemental-based attacks are usually a bad idea, because if you run into something that is immune, or for that matter, straight up absorbs it, you're screwed that fight, and you don't want that. Nothing is going to be able to absorb a normal attack, so it's not really worth it. Now, elemental, like, defensive? Maybe. If you have pre-knowledge of the enemies you're going to be fighting, then yeah, sure. But unless that's the case, there's really no point to it. Like I said before, junctioning to, like, base stats? Yes, absolutely. Do every single time. But junctioning to, like... You know, junctioning to something else, though, like... I don't see much of a point. Being able to defend against stats effects, again, that could be good if you know what you're going to be up against. But if you don't know what you're going to be up against, it's not really worth it. So unless you're willing to research every single battle you go into and go, oh, well, I'm going to need this spell, then I don't think it's worth it. I really don't. But that's just me. Anyways, guys, next time on Final Fantasy VIII, I will see you all. And we will go into the secret area and see what Quistis has her panties all up in a bunch about. Until then, guys, stay tuned. I'm signing out.